Welcome to Jaltest Vlogs. In this channel, we are going to show you how to use the leading multi-brand diagnostic tool for commercial vehicles, agricultural vehicles, special and construction equipment, and marine vessels. The Jaltest multi-brand diagnostic tool is a tool created by Coeli, a company with more than 25 years of experience in the industrial vehicle sector. Using expensive original diagnostic tool now is a thing of the past. With Jaltest, the single source solution, now you can do this. This is our hard case manufactured with tough and high quality materials. It's easy to use and even easier to transport. The inside part of the hard case is fully protected by foam. We have also divided in different sections where you can find connectors, Jaltest link, and other hardware. Foam has also the original shape in order to keep everything organized. As you can see, we have here a huge variety of connectors, depending on the customer requirements. Among all of them, we are going to find OBD connector, trailer connector, and in case of emergencies, we have multi-pins connector. All of them have writing a specific reference. Just following an easy instructions with Jaltest software, we can connect in every system. Now, let's talk about the different diagnostic functionalities. This is Jaltest VCI. It supports every communication protocol. You can connect your laptop to the VCI using USB cable or by Bluetooth wireless connection. This is a Jaltest rugged PC. It has been built to stand the most difficult and demanding conditions at the job site. Now we have covered all the hardware included on the kit. Let's talk about the Jaltest software, the industrial leading multi-brand diagnostic solution. Once we open the USB or the download file, we see three available options. We are going to select .exe file. Quick support button allows you to contact with Jaltest customer support in case you need assistance. A TeamViewer app will be launched with a user and password. Once this information is provided to the customer support team, we will be able to assist during the installation. Read the instructions and press Next. The following screen shows the initial conditions and recommendations. If all are met, we can proceed. Now, it is required to connect the USB cable into the USB port of the PC and in the USB cable of the VCI. Be sure to read carefully the license agreement and then click on Accept the terms and conditions before proceeding with the installation. Select your type of installation. We recommend the complete file. Only GRP will require a unique file, since it is intended to be a standalone software. Select your country of origin and press Accept. Select the option Installation Guide if needed. If not, click on Next to continue. Select your installation folder and where Jaltest will be installed. Select the shortcut folder. Now the device will begin with the verification process. Register as a Jaltest user to activate and use the software. Depending on your situation, select the correct option. If you are already a Jaltest user updating your account, you will proceed with this option. Read the definition to see if it applies to your situation. Introduce your information to validate your existing account. Once your user is verified, you will verify the license as well. After the registration and verifying process has been done correctly, you will see the active license and the date of expiration as seen on the screen. Having verified the license, the installation process is ready to begin. During the installation process, there will be two icons that will generate a shortcut on the desktop: Jaltest Soft and Quick Support. Favorite Brands Configurator allows you to configure the brands you use most, or you can skip and do it in the future. Having reached the final steps, it's time to carry out the registration process. The installation is completed. By clicking the box below, the application is launched directly and we can start working. The buttons you see on the top will help us to navigate through the software, setup, and support. GRP is our Garage Resource Planning, a full-end workshop management tool implemented within Jaltest software.
iParts. By clicking on iParts, you will find a huge cross-reference catalog of the most important spare parts manufacturers. ETM, Electronic Test Module. Using ETM, you can perform diagnosis directly in EBS standalone modules, avoiding harness and breaking ECU problems. Pass-through.
Social media access button. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and stay tuned with our webpage. Preferences is our main menu button. Virtual keyboard button is useful for using Windows-based tablets. Screenshot button. Take a screen whenever and wherever while using Jaltest. The question mark is where to find our help menu. GRP, Garage Resource Planning, allows you to manage your workshop as far as you want. Accounts for your technicians, reception forms for vehicles, tax assignments, customer list, and report storage. Reports allows you to access your diagnostics reports, maintenance reports, and work order reports. In the preview reports, select one of your choosing and see the information saved.
iParts. We can find filters to make easier our reference search. Don't forget to print or make a picture of your search using those icons here. Now, we are going to type a reference. Let's discover the component and the manufacturers. Manufacturer information is also available. With ETM, we can perform diagnosis in speed sensors, EBS modulators, and wearing sensors. EBS modulators are complex braking components, until ETM make it easier. By clicking in EBS modulators, a window like this will pop up. Just looking at the sticker on the EBS modulator and its shape, we can select the correct modulator from the list displayed. ETM has, among many other functionalities, the fully customized end-of-line test, an outstanding test where the mechanic will be able to push in a safety way the EBS module until the problem appears. Please remember you are able to keep every single result during the test. Pass-through displays a list of OEM manufacturer hyperlinks. Since Jaltest complies the standard J2534, can be used as a vehicle communication interface. The social media button allows you to find us directly on social media. Once again, remember to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Preferences shows the main menu and its available options. Configuration allows you to set the software to your preferences and requirements. The language option allows you to run the software in your preferred language. Activate expert mode. It is necessary to activate it every first version of the year. Read the terms and accept. Introduce the expert mode code and accept. Expert mode is required every time that you wish to write on the ECU. Some GRP users have built in the expert mode. Units of measurement is an option that allows you to set your preferences.
You can select absolute values, the metric system, or the imperial system. Jaltest link. Selecting your communication channel is done through here, from USB to Bluetooth and vice versa. Once selected your preferred communication, you must run a communication test. The test will show you the necessary information from the vehicle, such as voltage, meaning that we are receiving enough power from the vehicle, minimum 12 volts, for correct operation. The data displayed in the serial number on the unit, the firmware version, which must match your current Jaltest version, secondary firmware, and also very important, the voltage. A new option introduced is the vehicle bus communication test. It allows us to identify the ECU communication channels through the connector and to identify communication problems. Last option, update diagnosis device. Jaltest feedback. We have the options of creating a new Jaltest feedback or looking at historical feedbacks already sent. First, fill out the type of feedback, error, information, or suggestion. Define the subject line, this is a suggestion, and fill out the description, I would like to suggest, for instance. Fill out the contact information. This is important as it is where we will answer. Vehicle chassis numbers, accept the terms, and send it. Jaltest feedback history. We can see all the feedback sent in the past, the type, the subject, and date in order to maintain a record of these interactions. By clicking on the envelope, we open the send feedback information. License button. We can see the information about Jaltest soft license, if it's activated, how many licenses are active, expiration date, and the serial number. License management. When we renew our license, we need to click this button so that the software can link with our database and update the information for the renewed license. Screenshot button allows you to take screenshots of what you are doing in the software. You can print it, include it in the report, or send it through the Jaltest feedback, as in the reports, you can always visualize the image taken. Question mark is our help button. Remote assistance allows us to remote in your computer and take control in order to assist in installs or procedures to be carried out. Installation guide will launch a step-by-step procedure on the installation process. Glossary helps us to understand every acronym across all manufacturers present in every vehicle. Contact details. Here you can find all the necessary information to reach out to our customer support team, phone, email, and location. Unit conversion allows you to translate from one unit of measurement to another. For example, we select speed in kilometers per hour and then we modify it to miles per hour.
Training plan. Here we can find a complete training catalog with all information regarding to Jaltest training courses. It's possible to find training about exhaust, engine, brakes, and suspension systems, among many other systems.
Icon description. All icons are referenced here. Innovations come up with a video of Jaltest's latest version release, with data on new systems, fault codes, and all of the new stuff that has come online. Jaltest training videos allows us to access different procedures to be carried out for diagnosis on Jaltest. It is linked directly to our YouTube channel, so you will need internet.
In case more specific information about Jaltest is required, click on this icon. Will be possible to find it. Using the hyperlink, more information will show up. License terms can be found as well. It will take a bit of time to read it all. Expert mode terms and declaration are also located here.
The back button will take us back to the previous point. The star shows your most recent connections. If we click on it, it will take you to the previous connections. The home icon takes you to the home screen, the starting point of Jaltest. The VIN browser button allows you to search the VIN or by model. When selecting by VIN, you must introduce the numbers. If the vehicle is agricultural, press the check mark. Once done, press the search button and the software will take you to the vehicle and its list of systems. Search by models allows you to filter by models, select your model, and then Jaltest will take you there. Taskbar shows the version. If the GRP is active, the username, status of task assigned or in progress, any notification, or if the expert code mode is active, days of license, and then you can also access to the calendar directly.
Connecting to a vehicle, first select the type of vehicle, then the brand, and finally the model. After that, the list of all possible systems in this specific model will be displayed. Those small icons at the right of the list are hyperlinks to the system. Display measurements, the most intuitive way to check the measurements of a specific system. All system scan is used to detect every single system assembled in the vehicle. But first, let's look for the connector and its location. Real location pictures will be shown to easily find the connector. Now we can proceed to the scan. Scan may take a bit of time, but realize that at the same time Jaltest is performing diagnosis in every system detected. Therefore, we know after the scan the complete health status of the vehicle. All DTCs are shown in the same screen. Feel free to scan again in case it's needed or clear all DTCs shown. ODF icon allows the user to store the system scan in Jaltest telematics platform. The last icon is used to keep the system scan in GRP. It will be attached to a vehicle and a customer already created in GRP. If you're looking for a specific system, you're able to customize the system scan. In this case, only the engine system is needed. Frequent tests shortcut. Here we can see a selection of the most common tests for the system that appears in this vehicle. If you want to go straight to check AdBlue, depth dosing, this is the way. Most of the functions include location pictures and specific instructions. Initial conditions and instructions will be shown prior to perform the test. After performing diagnosis, it is possible to take the chance and check all the information available to solve the DTC. Freeze frame data, technical data of the component related to the error, and wiring diagram with the component highlighted. Apart of the wiring diagrams, other ones are also available, such as operational diagrams. Every component on this diagram is listed at the left of the screen. In many occasions, a troubleshooting of the DTC is available, where a step-by-step process can be followed to solve the DTC. Internet connection is required to display the troubleshooting. Among all the steps, many hyperlinks can be found. They are linked to diagrams, more technical information, or even diagnosis tests. Straightforward information to save time while solving a problem. Inside the specific system with all the available functionalities, from system data with ECU info, system checks, and actuate components, allow you to activate functionalities and check that they are working properly. Maintenance gives you all the reading capabilities and calibrations, where a component replacement can be set. Use the filter to list the exact action you are looking for. Among your vehicle systems, you will find a complete component list. In order to locate the component faster, pictures are attached to most of the components. The component technical values are also shown. Therefore, the user is able to check it and determine whether it is faulty or not. Jaltest diagrams. Here we can display different diagrams such as functional diagrams, wiring diagrams, fuses, or the vehicle electronic architecture. All of these diagrams have the same appearance. The components on the wiring diagrams have hyperlinked technical information. If the user hovers over the component picture will be shown. In some systems, the list of components could be huge. For such reasons, a test filter is available. Once the component has been selected, it will appear highlighted on the diagram. Easy and once again, straightforward. Hover over the component or clicking on it, the user will have access to the technical information. Using the same window, we can change the type of diagram. Please remember to have your Jaltest link connected to your computer or tablet. If not, the technical information will not be displayed. In some occasions, a technical release will be included among the pages of a selected diagram. It is just some additional information considered useful for the end user. Fuses box diagram have become an important information of the vehicles. All the fuses colors and numerations following the same location as in the real vehicle. Vehicle service data. This functionality allows the user to consult and access relevant maintenance reports, which can be used to carry out vehicle service at the shop. The service maintenance names are the same as the manufacturer names. It is possible to customize the maintenance to perform and also include comments when needed. In the same window, on the right part of the screen, it is possible to click on Technical Releases, Maintenance Reports Preview, save the report, and go to the reports list. The report preview will show every maintenance selected, plus all the comments already written. Vehicle technical data. We have to select the specific information from our vehicle, in this case, the engine type. Once opened, we can see all the options available from the engine timing to adjustments, clearances, maintenance, and very detailed tightening torques. To display the vehicle technical data, internet connection is required. Troubleshooting by symptoms takes you to a step-by-step procedure on solving a problem based on its symptoms. Works in the same way as a troubleshooting tree, allowing you to go step by step and check the functionalities that are the most probable reason for the problems generated. All the information and components related to the symptom will appear. Releases and procedures is the area where technical information about a brand, model, or system can be found. Repairing times. Those are the times provided by the original manufacturer. In some cases, additional information is also provided. A repair time report can be generated. All repairing times of every task selected will be added, plus the information of each task. With this, we have finished checking all the functions. Pressing the Home button, we will leave the vehicle. and go back to our main screen, ready to go for another diagnostic session.
For more vlogs like this one or detailed information, please feel free to contact us at Jaltest webpage or social media. Just to say, thanks a lot for your time, and I hope to see you again.